What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Inner House Podcast. We are on episode 91. Yeah, 91. 9 episodes away from episode 100. Again, we got something big planned for that episode, so tune in. And see us. I'll do a little spoiler. We're going to do smelling salts on there, so stay tuned. But yeah, today it's my brother and I on the podcast. So,
Hi.
Welcome to the episode.
Don't forget to subscribe.
So.
We just got done doing a live, and we were going to mention it on the live, but...
Yeah, so we think that's going to be the last live for a little while, at least until episode 100, and then maybe for like special events, bust out the live.
Because we had a decent amount of people that live. It's because the whole purpose of the live is for people to chime in, like ask us questions, just how exactly today went. But
and it's a good warm up for us.
Yeah.
It's because we do it for 30 minutes, so then by the time we get onto the podcast, we're already warmed up.
That's one of the main things I really like, because like we're already warmed up talking into the mic. But there's been literally the majority of the time it's just us two and like Lilia or Gabby in there.
Yeah.
Or Maricruz. And it's just, we don't have that many followers yet. So I feel like we should, or I think we've already come to an agreement that we're going to stop doing it up until we get more followers. Or we could think about going live on Instagram instead of YouTube.
Oh, maybe.
Because we do have, you tend to see more people chime into an Instagram live than a YouTube live. But that's something we can talk off screen. Yeah,
we'll do that. But something I want to get into kind of off the bat, this kind of... It's soccer related, kind of back how we talked about Messi last time. Do you know who Hakimi is?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I'm sure you kind of have a rough idea how he looks like. He plays for PSG.
Okay.
I don't know what position he is, but...
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Oh, you know?
Yeah.
So, for those you... Okay, so anyways. So, he... and this happened like a little while back, but he got divorced from his wife after a year or so of being married. And turns out she was a gold digger. And so this lady, like, I don't know how long they were dating or how long they were engaged for. But the point of the matter is that after a year of being married, she filed for divorce. Because then she's entitled to what kind of, I guess, at least half of what he owns. So, she was like, all right, this guy's a baller. I'm going to get divorced and be set for a long time. Yeah. So then she goes through, starts wanting to file all divorce paperwork, but she can't because legally this man owns nothing. All of his checks, everything is his house, like his clothes, everything is under his mother's name.
Yep.
He gets 20% that from his mom, like 20% of his paycheck he gets from his mom, and that's what he lives off of. But like if he wants anything, he's got to be like, hey mom, like, can you buy me
some money?
Yeah, send me some money. I'm gonna get this house. But that's like bulletproof, bro.
Yeah, and that's smart on his part. And I feel like they didn't really know each other that well. Regardless, if she didn't have any sort of feeling that that's what was going on with their relation, with his mom or him and his mom's relationship.
Yeah.
So you clearly stated it. She was a gold digger.
Yeah, dude. But just the way that she got caught is so funny. Because I feel like most of the time, the gold diggers are the ones who win, and then the dude, or I'm sure there's guy gold diggers out there too, right? But most of the time, those people are the ones that win. And he was smart enough to put everything under his mom's name, so he legally doesn't own anything he has.
And I think
she got screwed.
I don't think he did it just for that specific reason. I think he genuinely wanted to, like, his mom to own all of that.
Yeah, I think just from the photos I saw and the couple of videos that I saw on it, he seems very much like a family guy. Like, he loves his mom and all that stuff. So I'm sure it was like, hey, my success is nothing without you. So here's everything, and then just give me a cut of whatever I make.
That's a smart play.
Hey, man. It worked out, because she got the shit end of the stick for that one.
Do you know did it end up actually going through the divorce? I would assume
so. Oh,
right?
yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, they would have to. I mean, if I was Hakimi, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going through with a divorce, but you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Like, at all. and now she just screwed herself. And her name is like dragged through all of like soccer social media and
now
all that
every
stuff.
football player or every athlete knows not to try and marry her.
Yeah, she screwed herself over, bro. What's up with that with like gold diggers though? I've always thought that's kind of weird.
Really?
To an extent, yeah, because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you're just gonna get with somebody for the money?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I can see why people do it. I'm not saying I would do it, but I can see the reasonings why people do it. Because, one, they use their looks or they use their previous sugar daddy or whatever's money to get better looks, to get better or to get richer people. And it's just a matter of like living life like in a cheat code, just being looking,
just being attractive and just getting all the money without having to work for any of it.
Basically, yeah. And I mean, if you do that once and you like get with a millionaire, you could be set for the rest of your life. You could just go ghost off the grid and just live your life.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I can see why people do it,
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I didn't know you already knew about it.
Yeah.
I was excited to see your reaction to it, but you already knew, so never mind.
I saw it all over my Instagram because I mean I follow a bunch of soccer people, so my For You page shows me like all this.
Oh, I guess you're
news.
Right. Dang it.
So I saw it all over my Instagram. And I thought
Dang it, I was late to this one, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I think when it happened, I don't think you were on social media.
No, because I think it happened like 5 months ago, right?
I think it might have been closer than that. It might have been like a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of like didn't really. I refrained from mentioning like anything social media because it would be a one-way conversation because you wouldn't know anything. About it.
I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you could have just been informing me, but yeah, it's all good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but so switching gears, looking at your laptop right now, you actually have Adobe Premiere Pro brought up.
Is there a free?
Huh?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Bro, you've been on something today.
I just like derailing you so much, bro. It's so fun.
Sometimes I try to ignore it, but sometimes it gets me.
Well, I parts of me want you to ignore it, and parts of me want you just to acknowledge it and just for you to be like, what did you just say?
And sometimes I'm good about just like completely ignoring what you say.
Yeah.
But that one got me. So recently, like 3 days ago as of recording, I finally decided to sit down and stop being
Damn, bro, you've been standing up this whole time.
Dude, yeah, tell me about it. But stop being so stubborn about not learning how to edit on Premiere Pro. And my reasoning being, I think I explained it before, but I got the Adobe package. The Adobe package I specifically got for Photoshop, and the whole package comes with Premiere Pro, Lightroom, etc., all the Adobe products. And I think it's like $30 a month, and I would only use Photoshop. So $30 a month for Photoshop, I'm like, holy cow, dude, that's kind of like just for Photoshop. I mean, Photoshop is good, but $30 a month is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, I need to start learning how to edit on Premiere Pro. But I was so hard-headed and set on editing on DaVinci because that's all I knew. I mean, that's all we know, editing on DaVinci. And I finally sat down. I'm like, dude, I've got the whole day today. And it was a Saturday. Gabby was going out with her cousins late at night. She didn't get back till like 2 in the morning. So I was like, dude, I've got all day. I've got all day to learn how to edit on Premiere Pro. So I sat down. I watched one tutorial video. And with that one tutorial video, it's like 20 minutes long. I legit just sat down and watched it. Like, I didn't even like have Premiere Pro pulled up or anything. I just sat down and watched the video. And it taught me everything. I like literally just the basics. And I can send you the video. I don't know if I have or not.
No, you haven't, but I appreciate it.
But I'll send you the video. And just with that one video, it showed me basically how to do everything, like super superficial, basic stuff. And learning where everything is kind of already like helped me learn how to edit everything else. Because I just figured it out on my own. Because editing on DaVinci Resolve, I kind of just put 2 and 2 together. It's like, oh, this is a keyframe.
Yeah, I mean, because the basics of it is the same across all editing softwares, like keyframing and cutting and splicing and doing all this crazy stuff. So once you learn where things are and like in that specific software, you can just pick up on it from that, you know, and you can just continue editing how you're editing.
Yeah, and from that beginner video, I started editing. I did my first video that came out yesterday, and I think I did a pretty good job. I also dislike some of the things in Premiere Pro, but I'm not all DaVinci or all Premiere Pro. DaVinci has really good things, and some things are better on DaVinci and some things are better on Premiere Pro. I just think in my case, like, since I'm paying for Premiere Pro,
you might as well use it.
I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna get the most out of it. And I'm not saying like I'm downgrading. If anything, I might be upgrading slightly or staying the same.
Well, yeah, because you're comparing a free product to a paid product.
Yeah.
If you were now to pay for DaVinci, it can do the auto captions and all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm. And auto captions, bro. Oh my gosh, it saves so much time.
I know. I this morning I spent maybe like an hour and a half or so doing homework and like finishing up, because next week is the last week for this summer session, and then I was all right. Let me do the reel, and I was gonna start on DaVinci, and I'm like, let me just watch the TikTok Widow sent me and like input the text at least. That part took me maybe like from the time I like thought about doing it to the time where I exported it with the text, maybe like 15 minutes.
Like even with the cutting and everything?
Yeah. No, because
yeah.
So I went in DaVinci, I cut everything how I wanted it. I exported it, sent it to Premiere, added the text, exported it, sent it back to DaVinci.
So you only use Premiere Pro for the auto text?
It's because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time learning Premiere like that. I just wanted to use the auto captioning.
Yeah.
And I mean, with like starting and pausing the video and like learning how to move the text and all that stuff. Yeah, bro. But I already know once I get used to it, a reel's the text in a whole reel is probably gonna take me like 10 minutes.
Dude, it's so nice.
When before, I'd literally have to play every like 4 words or something. I'd have to cut, type it in, play, cut, and every now and then every single word I would cut.
Yeah, and that's like the ones that like pop out a lot more and looks good.
Yeah,
where it goes like every single word.
Yeah,
but bro, Premiere Pro, like, it has settings that you can use to make it every single word. Like if you wanted to, you can make all of it every single word. Mm-hmm. But when I first started too, I literally I did the same thing you did because I wanted just to try out the auto caption. Mm-hmm. So I went to DaVinci, cut it up, had it perfectly like that, and I sent it over to Premiere Pro and added the captions. And then I sent it back and then added the photos and everything.
So then why are you giving me crap?
I'm not. I'm just laughing because that's what I did.
You did the exact same thing I did.
Yeah, it is
okay,
funny.
you're making fun of me earlier, bro.
Yeah, it's funny. But now, bro, I can officially say that I have completely moved over to Premiere Pro. I don't use DaVinci anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy because it just took one day.
Do you use a lot of like keyboard shortcuts for it still?
Yeah. So that actually messed me up when I first started doing it, because like on DaVinci, my keyboard shortcut for cut is B, so like blade, and on Premiere Pro, I think it's the default setting for it is C, so cut.
Oh, okay, bet.
And I'm like, dude, this is messing me up. And then like in DaVinci, to get like just the selection tool, it's A, and in Premiere Pro, it's V, like the default. And I'm like, nah, this is messing me up too much. So I changed the presets.
There
and
you go.
It's the same as DaVinci.
I was going to say to do that.
Yeah, because I couldn't get past that. And I feel like it was going to take me a little longer to, like, I could get used to it.
Oh, yeah, but it'd be so annoying of constantly hitting B and being like, oh, it's a C.
Yeah, yeah. And, like, B, I think the default, like, selects, like, the whole timeline or something. Or Premiere Pro calls it a sequence. So I'm now saying sequence instead of timeline. Oh. Yeah.
Can you do multiple sequences?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I learned how to do that yesterday.
Because, like, you know how in DaVinci you can have multiple timelines to work, bounce back and forth? Okay, bet.
Yeah, and there's also, like, this, what was I going to say? This cool feature. Sorry, I don't know why it took me so long to say that. This cool feature on Premiere Pro that I found out the other day was basically, so let's say you cut a clip, you don't want like this part of the clip in the video, select it, delete it. You can click on the open spot, delete it, and it just moves the clip in. And I'm like, I found that out, and I'm like, can I do that on DaVinci? So I open up DaVinci, and I'm like, dude, where was this? Like, I didn't know I could do that on DaVinci.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm such an idiot.
We're just having to cut and then highlight and drag.
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
cut
yeah.
and it just automatically fills it in.
I didn't know you could click on it, delete it, and it would just fill it in.
Yep.
So I found out something new on Premiere Pro that was already on DaVinci that I didn't know was on DaVinci.
That would have probably saved you so much time, right?
Yeah. And then I had like a mini panic attack because I was learning how to edit on Premiere Pro. Like Gabby was in the bathroom doing her makeup and everything. And I hit it's so you know how like in DaVinci there's a magnet, so like if you're wanting to cut, it automatically goes where like you have your node on or whatever. Yeah. I hit a button that deactivated that, and I was like, oh no, like I don't know what button I hit. So I just Googled it. I'm like, how to get magnet cut on Premiere Pro. Yeah. And it was just hit the S button.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was literally like right on.
Do you know why though? Because it's called snapping.
Exactly. Yeah. Snapping. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, and I was freaking out, dude. That one thing made me freak out. I'm like, dude, because I was editing my YouTube video. Yeah. I'm like, I am not going to zoom all the way in and try to get the perfect cuts on every single one of these. I need to figure out how to get the snap back. Yeah. Because I use a snap a lot, especially to drag clips and everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro. I mean, that's the easy way to do it is to get that snap function in. But yeah, I'm excited to learn Premiere and like mainly for the auto caption, and then hopefully depending on which route we go, whether to get a switcher or do the autopod or whichever route we go, hopefully speed up this whole podcast editing workflow.
I sometimes forget that the only editing that you do is for the podcast.
Yeah, literally. That's all I do, bro.
So I'm like, dude, like, I was going to talk like about a bunch of other features it has. But there's one feature that I kind of am going to miss that is a lot harder to do on Premiere Pro than DaVinci, and it's tracking. Tracking is a pain in the ass to do in Premiere Pro. Oh. So you know how in DaVinci you use like the color page, how I showed you, and it does it by itself? Yeah. In Premiere Pro, you have to go frame by frame. And like there's this feature that shows you the grids of the video. And
I think there's an easier way to do it.
Bro, that's the only way I could find to do it. I YouTubed it and everything. There's not like an auto way. And if there is, I'm sounding like an idiot right now.
I'll try to look for it and let me send it to you. Okay. Also, I've gotten, when it comes to looking for something, instead of looking it up on the internet to then give me like a 20-minute YouTube video, when I just want like one simple thing answered, I just go to TikTok, bro.
Really?
I go to TikTok, type it in, and then I'll find a TikTok that's like 10 seconds, 15 seconds long, or maybe even if it's 30 seconds, but it's like exactly the issue that I'm looking for. There's no intro, there's no discussing, there's no blah. It just straight up, this is how to do it.
I didn't think about that. Like, bro, searching things on TikTok.
Start doing that. Try it. Instead of searching for an issue or like a resolution to an issue on YouTube, or because what I normally used to do, I go on Google, type it in, and more often than not, it would give me like the highlight YouTube videos, and I just go to like the chapter for the YouTube video. But even then, it's like, which is not bad if you're looking to get something more in depth. But most of the questions I have so far are just like quick, do this. Here's your fixed problem, right? TikTok is the way to go for that, because you just type it into a search bar and you scroll through a couple of videos and bam, you got it. And it's
so fast.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
That one video I sent you of the guy showing how to auto caption, I followed that guy. He has so many helpful tips on there.
Yeah, and they're quick. Yeah. And it gets you, there's no like fluff. Like, hey guys, welcome back to the channel or whatever, you know.
Bro, those YouTube guys are trying to get their watch time.
No, I get it. Yeah. Trust me, as us doing a podcast, which is more long form, I understand the whole YouTube thing, but when I'm looking for a solution to an answer, and especially when it's like a tutorial type of thing, bro, just literally,
just like right away.
Yeah, like don't give me a lot of the background stuff. Just tell me what it is. And then if I'm having issues, then I'll go into the background stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But which is, I guess, if they're making it and I need it, it's cool. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, try out the whole TikTok thing to search things up.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, but I wanted to talk about something, bro.
What's up?
So recently, I think it started 2-3 weeks ago. I've been having this really eerie feeling of somebody killing me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know this is taking a really weird turn, but one night I had a dream, and I was at the Walmart over here, and I parked towards the back because in my dream I'm like, oh, this is day like 100, 200 of my fitness journey, like starting to lose weight again, and I had started to introduce parking in the back towards the end, to then walk all the way up all the way back.
Yeah.
Just to get more steps in. And I was getting out, and when I got out, there was this dude that was like kind of not too distant, but close enough to where it was, oh shit, this guy's kind of close. I thought he was just walking by, but he kind of had his hood up, had his hands in his pocket, was walking kind of like a little shady. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna pretend like I have something in the car that I'm gonna get. So then he'll pass by, and once he passes by, I'll go into the store.
This was a dream, right?
This was a dream. Okay. Yeah, no, bro. If it was real, I'd be dead. Because I get in the car, and I'm reaching for something, and I was about to like get comfy and like close the door, and then right before I could like swing my legs into the car, this dude comes in, pushes me down, and stabs me in the heart. Damn. Like multiple times. And I felt it, and I felt like the warm blood oozing out.
Yeah. It
was so surreal. And then I woke up, and I was like, oh, snap, bro. Like, what just happened?
Bro, somebody in a different timeline just died. Another you.
That's what I was thinking, too. Yeah. I was like, what if I just had a vision, or like I just felt it, and somebody
in another multiverse died?
Yeah.
Another you.
Yeah.
I just said that again. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I thought about that, and for like... this might be a little crazy, or make me sound a little crazy, but I like for like 2 or 3 seconds I mourned that person.
Really?
in that alternate timeline, I was
low-key, ever since I've seen Spider-Man,
Spider-Verse, yeah,
dude, I believe that shit. I'm like, damn,
there's no way it's not true.
When I have crazy dreams like that, I'm like, damn,
yeah,
like last night, not to get past your whole...
It's okay, yeah, because I have 2 more incidents that happened.
Okay, last night I had a dream about like somebody chasing me.
Oh shit!
And it was weird because like we would go, or I would be running, obviously. And I was running pretty fast, not gonna lie. It wasn't one of those dreams where I was like slow. I was like booking it.
Yeah.
And this guy was like a professional. I don't even know, but we would go through doors, and then every time he'd get close, I'd like cut through a door, and I'd be in Minecraft. Okay. Like my physical body would still be my physical body, but everything around me was Minecraft.
Blocks. Yeah.
And then like he would try to kill me, and I would just like mentally double tap A to go in creative mode and fly away.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh shit! But I woke up. I'm like, damn. Like what? That was crazy.
That's a crazy fever dream, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you eat before bed?
We had some
cookies.
Salmon. I actually did have a cookie.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I had a crumble.
Oh, with the brownie one you were talking about earlier? Oh, there you go. It all makes sense now. I can't remember the second one now, but it was another thing where this time I didn't get stabbed, but somebody was like watching me or like oh no, it was... I don't know where I was, but I was somewhere, and then somebody came up to me, and I was kind of walking, and they were like, I was trying to step out of the way, but the person kept on like stepping with me. We were walking opposite directions. They were like towards each other, and I was like, okay, like I'm moving, but he's moving with me. And the closer I got, like he put his hands on me and like tried to take me down. So I started fighting back, and I woke up. And then today in the gym, this is real life now. In the gym, I wasn't really feeling it, so I mean I went just for like the habit of going. So I went and I literally did like 2 arm things after my warm up, and then I was like, it's just not it. Like my shoulder was kind of hurting, like my back and my knee, and I was like, you know what? Today's one of those days where I just need to accept that my body is like rehealing and like all my imbalances are like healing out, and I need to take it easy. So, in the time, with the spirit of saving time, I really love the sauna, so I just hopped in the sauna, right? So I went to the sauna, and I put my bag outside with my phone and everything, and I sit in front of the door so I can see my stuff, right? In that way, I can have my headphones in. 15 minutes into it or whatever, they die, which is fine because that's around the time I get out. But as soon as I got in there, like I closed the door, I went, I sat down, and I looked out. There was this dude with the purple shirt looking at me like this. Like wanting, like he looked like I owed him something, or like he had an issue with me. And I sat there. There was one other dude in there, and we were making eye contact for a good, like, I don't know, it felt like a minute, but it was probably like 2 seconds. And the sauna in there, the light bulb is out because they're replacing it. Something with the electrical wiring is wrong, so it's dark in there. So I was like, oh, maybe he's like trying to peek in, because he was really close to the glass door. Like maybe he's trying to peek in to see if like he's trying to get in here or whatever the fuck is going on, right? So then I looked at him and I go like this to see if he can see me, and he does it back. And I'm like, okay, so obviously he can see me, and he kept on looking at me like this, just like,
what the hell,
like that. So then I looked at him back, and then I took out my headphone. I like went like this, took out my headphone, and like shook my head like, what the fuck? I look up and he's not there anymore.
I think I know what happened there. So one, I think it's kind of weird that you put your bag right next to the door, and he might have looked at you and been one of those guys like, why the fuck are you putting your bag right next to the door? Like, there's locker rooms. So most likely he was that type of guy trying to like get you riled up, be like, dude, move your bag. There's people here, like in the way.
But the thing is, my bag was the only one there, but there was a phone up, because there's a fire extinguisher there. Mm-hmm. There was a phone on top of it, of that. And I'm not the only one that does that.
Yeah, but some people get weird about leaving like your whole bag like right there. Because like knowing that those type of people, they'd be like, dude, just go put it in a locker room.
I don't know. It felt eerie though. Maybe just because of the dreams I've been having.
It might have just been because of the dreams. But that dude is probably either one, looking at you weird because you put your bag there, or two, since the light bulb was out, he was squinting and trying to figure out if it was just you in there or more people. Because like you were sitting right in front like of the door, right?
Yeah, and there was one other guy, but he was off in the. You went to that sauna with me.
Yeah.
He was off sitting next to the coals.
Okay.
So like from the door you can't see there, but bro, it was like dead eye contact with me. It was so strange. Like
And then like you could also think like, was he like just out of the shower or something?
Nah, bro, he was dressed. He didn't even look like he worked. Like he had a purple shirt on and he had like regular shorts.
Did he have glasses on?
No.
Okay. What if maybe like he forgot his glasses?
Bro,
like I can't see shit without my glasses.
No, you're just no.
Think about it.
No, I am. Trust me. The way
you're being paranoid as shit.
No,
dude.
The way he was looking at me was not like. Okay, if he lost his glasses, why is he looking at me then? Because why did he be trying to find his glasses?
Because he's trying to see if somebody's in there, and like once you move your head, he sees that movement. And he's like, oh.
No, but he did it back and like kept on looking. Oh, maybe he was trying to see where I sat.
Okay.
Because maybe if I sat that way, he would just swipe my stuff.
I'm telling you, like.
But because I sat in front and I made eye contact with him and like I said what's up, and he did it back. He's like, oh, he's looking at me. I can't take his things.
I'm telling you, it probably had to do something with your bag being there. Because when we were there, you mentioned like, oh, I just set my bag on the side. And I was gonna say something because I thought it was weird. Because one, I don't trust anything with like if I'm leaving my bag in there, I gotta have a lock, or I'm not going in the sauna, or the bag is coming with me.
Yeah, I used to have a lock, but I lost it, and I don't feel like buying another one. And I used to just put my stuff inside the lockers without anything in there, like without a lock. And I guess I was just trusting people that nobody would like just open it up and take it.
Yeah.
But I got uncomfortable doing that after a while, so I just put it there. But the crazy thing is, and I'll tell you, I guess I'll save this just like offline, because it could be a coincidence, but I don't want somebody to take it the wrong way. But yeah, bro, it kind of freaked me out. It like literally left me like with the eerie sensation.
Yeah, so. I can see how that left you with a sensation. But
so if in the next couple of days this podcast just stops and I end up on a newspaper because I got stabbed in the heart to death, you know why.
I also think you're having those kinds of dreams because Vale is growing up, and I feel like the protective side of you of being a dad and protecting her is coming out a lot more. So like in your dreams, you're super paranoid, and obviously like you're scared that somebody's going to be attacking like you or your family. So I feel like that's also an instinct that's happening. Yeah,
well, because I've always had an instinct, I guess, at least in my brain. This might be crazy, bro. I'm just gonna sound crazy this whole podcast.
That's fine. I think that's every podcast. I'm kidding.
That would hurt him. Sad hours. Sad baby. But I've always thought of like, all right, like sometimes we're sitting here and doing the podcast, and like you're talking for like an extended period of time or whatever, and I just think what if somebody were to hop in here right now? Like, what would I do?
Oh, dude, I have the same exact thoughts.
Like, how would I fuck these people up?
I'm always prepared.
yeah. Like, everywhere I go. And it's heightened now that I have a daughter, right? Like, it got heightened when I got married, and it got heightened once I had a daughter, and now I have, like, a legit family. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Like, I would easily, like...
go ham.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you're crazy for thinking that kind of stuff, because literally everywhere I go, like, dude, I went to Crumble. I'm like, okay, we're getting into this line. Like, we're about to order. Like, I'm looking around. I'm not, like, really looking around, but I know where everything's around me. Yeah, just anything, in case anything happens.
Yeah, you just start sizing people up.
Yeah. The only thing I can grab is a cookie. Somebody's getting a cookie in their face.
You grab Gabby and just start flinging her to hit people.
Yeah. But I don't think you're crazy for that, especially since you're a dad now. I feel like your dad instincts are just being heightened a lot more, and that's why you're having your dreams. But R.I.P. the multiverse Pablos. But
yeah, because so far one's gotten stabbed in the heart, and the other one has gotten assaulted.
Oh shit!
So there's out there, bro. All these multiverse versions of me are. They're taking the bullets, slapped bro.
Up, bro.
Somebody's got it out for me in the universe, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the reasoning, though. I think you're just paranoid, bro.
Yeah.
And the dreams, you're just paranoid.
Yeah. Like, I really am, though. Like, I think about, like, no, it's okay. I don't want to.
What? Why not?
I don't want to get too crazy. Yeah.
Bro, you could.
No, I don't want to get people offended. So okay, I'll tell you after if you want, but
yeah.
I don't want to.
I think I already know what you're gonna say, but let's not mention it.
Okay.
Pablo's trying to get us canceled.
No. I'm just.
Pablo doesn't want you guys to think he's a psycho. That's why. Even though.
Better watch out.
Yeah, but R.I.P. Multiverse Pablos. Earlier, before we started recording, you mentioned something about I mentioned my YouTube video, and you said you wanted.
Yes, bro. So, I think, yes. When did your most recent one come out? The knuckleball one.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. 6?
Yeah.
I watched it at some point. I think I was putting Violet to. I was putting Violet to bed, and I was watching it, and bro, you should do a video of where you started, of like how your free kicks looked in your form to now. Because I don't know if you can see, but that video was so clear to me that you legitimately like go out and you legitimately worked on your form, on the way you kick the ball, and like your run up and everything. All right, bro. All right, listen. If your ego's gonna get big,
I'll stop. Keep going.
You're like, I'll stop, but keep on going, bro. But yeah, and then like the when you would kick the ball, it actually had power to it.
Yeah.
And it would actually move nice. Versus before, it moved nice, but you always had the same shot. Mm-hmm. It was always that last minute dip into the goal.
Yeah.
And now like you can kind of put it where you want it, but it goes with speed.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Tell me about it. I was editing that video, and it was one of the easier videos to edit for me because I made most of those goals.
It was a lot less cutting.
Yeah. I made most of those goals, and most of them were pretty decent. And I feel like that's why the video is doing how it is. It's doing pretty good. It's a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, because nothing is more satisfying to me than like, and for anybody who's like watching and you guys play soccer, you know what I'm talking about. When you kick the ball with power, and it's like going and it hits the net, and it's like that noise it makes, and it's just like that sudden stop, and then it falls.
Yeah.
That feeling, dude. And then when you ping the crossbar, I felt a sense of satisfaction. I was like, oh, that was nice. Yes. I was like, that was a good hit.
It felt so clean, especially, I don't know why, but like the different types of crossbars that you hit gives you a different type of satisfaction. Because the crossbars over here at Cumberland, they're squared. So if you hit them, you just get a ding. But the ones over at the other park, they're like more flimsy, like cheap type crossbars. So when you hit them, the whole goal moves. And it goes like ding. Yeah. I'm like, dude, these are nice. But funny thing, I actually already have planned to do a video like that. Of like a before and after.
Oh, okay, bet.
Of like improvement.
Yeah. But, and it'll be like, I feel like it would be a good midway point.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, you still have a way to go, I feel like, to where you want to be when doing free kicks. But it's a good, like, midway point being like, this is how I used to do free kicks. This is how I do them now. And, like, it's only going to get better from here kind of thing.
Because going back at my older videos, I've been watching it, and you're right. I just had one kick. It was the curve into like any corner. It was just literally like just wherever it goes.
Bro, you'd be like knuckleball, and then it would curve.
This is it, guys. I swear, this is it.
Every single time, or you're like, oh, here goes the power. It's like, phew.
Yeah,
just a knife. They were good curves, but that's what they were, curves. You know, like you didn't have any other shot in your inventory.
And now, bro, next time we go play, you're gonna see. My goal is to be able to do knuckleballs on command.
On command?
Yeah.
Okay. You're kind of there. In the video though, I don't think I saw a knuckleball though.
No.
Like if I'm like critiquing it, I don't think I saw one.
While I was actually filming the video, there was one shot that I thought I was like for sure I hit a knuckleball. When I went back to edit it, it just looked like it moved because it was spinning.
Yeah,
but it like the movement itself was just a straight into that one spot.
Yeah.
It didn't go like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't hit one.
But you've proven you can hit a knuckle.
It's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram.
Bro. Dude, that one was so
I thought it was going out, and last minute it went and it hit the post.
Bro, I'm telling you, when I saw that the first time post, I was freaking out. Because when I first hit it, you saw my reaction. I wasn't like really too pumped. I was just like, I was like confused a little.
Oh, because you're like, was that a knuckleball?
Yeah.
Was that not a knuckleball?
The angle I was at kind of made it look weird, and I'm glad that the angle I had my camera captured it the way it did.
It was a good angle.
Yeah, and I hit it, and I was like, oh, that felt like a knuckleball. But it was the same feeling I had with all the other knuckleballs I thought I hit. Oh, so when I watched it pre or post, I looked at it, and I saw the very end where, well, first of all, when I kicked it, it went like whoosh. Like over here, and at the very end, it looks like it's going out, and then it goes boom, and I'm like, oh shit!
It looks edited, bro.
It does,
because it literally looks like you completely missed, and it's going all the way over here, and then all of a sudden it goes this way. Yeah, and the ball barely moved.
That is my favorite part about it.
Yeah,
I've been trying to figure out how to
replicate
it, and I did some today, and I actually like, I hit some knuckleballs today when I went out and filmed, but I didn't record it. I was just messing around to like mess with the form.
Yeah. And
I think I almost have it down. I just need to practice a little more, bro. And you're gonna get trying to kick a knuckleball video part 3, and it's gonna be all knuckleballs.
Hey, imagine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But that won't be for another couple months because part 1 was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Dang, that was only 4 or 5 months ago. That's a huge improvement in the last 4 to 5 months, bro.
Really?
Yeah, just in like the run up. And the way you kick the ball, like I feel like you actually, like on some of your best shots, you actually take the cue to like lean over the ball. Yeah,
that's been that's been the thing that I've struggled with the most.
Leaning over the ball.
Yeah, because I'm so used to, because I mean the shots I'm normally known for is like lobbing the ball.
Yeah,
like falling into the goal like that. So I'm so used to leaning back and like kicking right under the ball.
Yeah,
it was really hard to
unlearn that
and learn how to kick with my laces on the middle of the ball. Because when I would do it, the ball wouldn't go that far because it'd have no power. I mean, you saw like back when we were recording over in Avon, I tried to do a power shot and it like just barely hit the net and like fell in. So like I hated that I didn't have any power when I kicked it in the middle of the ball.
Yeah.
But now I know how to kick with my laces, and I'm like, dude, I can fucking hit some bangers.
Yeah, dude. No, and you can tell because like when the ball hits the net or hits any part of the goal, the ball still has, it looks like it got stopped dead in its tracks.
Yeah.
Like still had distance to cover. You know?
Like before, when it would hit the net, it'd just be like, whoosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if it hit the post, it'd go,
yeah, exactly. Now he hits and it's like, boom. Yeah. It bounces off.
Dude, I'm excited to have you back on one of my videos.
Yeah, well, I gotta fix my knees a little bit more and get more comfortable because I tried, like anytime I do the Stairmaster or anything where I excessively use my knees, after a while, bro, it's just pure pain.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think what it is I spent a lot of time without exercising, and like previous injuries from like the military and like the hikes and like I don't know, just getting injured from that. That it's all kind of been piling up. So I just have to figure out what's going on and try to fix it.
Because I mean, I have a couple video ideas. I have a lot of video ideas on my notes that I have for my channel.
Yeah. And
like I would say half or more than half of them include like other people. And I mean the only other people that I have to film with is Gabby or like Andy, but Andy I have to like really like set a schedule. I mean I have to with you too. But like he has like a whole 30-minute drive, so I want to make it worth his while.
Right.
But it's fun when I have other people. Like even when Gabby joins me, it's so much fun because it's like one more person adds so much more content.
Yeah. Rather
than me just being by myself. And like yesterday, I went out to film. I filmed a video, and I actually filmed 2 videos, but one of the videos I scrapped because I wasn't doing good. The video was me trying to see how many bangers I could score with the kicker ball that I have, and I only have one kicker ball with no ball boy. Or ball girl. Yeah. Every time I'd kick it, I'd have to go fucking retrieve it. Yeah. After shot 20, I hadn't even made one on target. I'm like, dude, like,
you're like, there's no way this is happening.
Yeah. I'm like, shot 19, I kicked it. I'm like, dude, one more shot. If I miss, I'm scrapping this video. I shot it. I missed. Scrap the video.
Did you delete it?
I still have it on my. I imported it, airdropped it onto my laptop because there's just one shot at the beginning that I did that hit top ends, not with the kicker ball, with another ball. Because I was like, this is a regular ball. I kicked it, and I'm like, now this is a kicker ball. And I kicked it so they can see the movement and everything. And I wasn't expecting to hit top ends with that regular ball, so I'm just going to clip it up to a reel.
I was going to say, it'd be funny to if you clipped up all 20 misses, but it was like bam, 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 like 20 misses in like 15 seconds. Like 15 seconds, you showed all 20 misses. And then on right before you hit 19, did you say it out loud?
I said it out loud, yeah. I'm going to make it into a reel.
Yeah, yep. So like right before you go into shot 19, so essentially 18 in 15 seconds. Yeah. Right? And then shot 19, you show the whole thing of you being like, if I miss this, I'm cutting the video. Yeah, like if I miss number 20, like I'm scrapping this video.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I got another reel. Let's go.
Let's go. And then you miss it, and then 20 comes, you miss it, and then it just ends.
Because I was super bummed out about completely scrapping the whole video or just using it for that one thing at the beginning. But now I'm going to use the video.
Yeah, yeah. And it'd be entertaining, especially if you add like the dings, like after every shot, it's like ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you kind of know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'd be a really good reel because it's still soccer related, but it breaks up a little bit of the type of reel that you have on there, and it adds a little bit more of a comedic factor to it. So it's like a nice, like refreshing break from the other content you have on there.
And I've noticed that, just recently, my Instagram's been getting some decent views, and I noticed that it started getting some decent views when I incorporated actually like using mic'd up training.
And then with the subtitles that come up.
Yeah. Bro. And because even I think the subtitles do a lot too, because I've uploaded some without subtitles, just me actually talking too. Those didn't do that well. So I added the subtitles and they did well. And I'm like, bet. Like I'll use subtitles.
Especially now with the auto captions, bro.
Come on.
Done.
Well, actually, those videos I use CapCut.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
on your phone?
Mm-hmm. So I might actually end up changing it, though, because thinking about it now, with Premiere Pro, I can just import it and do everything on there. But like before, I didn't want to add captions in DaVinci because you know how long that takes.
Yeah, bro.
And it was so automated with CapCut that I just used CapCut. I like clipped it up in DaVinci, exported it onto my phone, put it in CapCut, and did the captions and everything. Just because I wasn't going to spend the time to freaking add all that text in DaVinci because it takes so long just for like an Instagram reel. Well, I mean, I just didn't want to take the time.
Yeah, no, I get it. Because you already have a bunch of other things you have to do.
Yeah, so I might actually switch over to Premiere Pro, but then also I'm kind of paranoid to do it because I've edited all of them on CapCut. I feel like if I switch like any sort of font that I do on Premiere Pro, that it won't do well. Because all the font that I have on my Reels, Instagram Reels, is exactly the same. Like the same exact font.
Well, you can't get that font on Premiere?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I guess I could just download it, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you know what the font's called or find something similar on like Google Fonts or Adobe Fonts, you just install it onto your computer, and if you know the name of it on Premiere,
I think it's called like Avenir or something like that.
Okay.
The font that I use on CapCut.
Yeah, and then you just go and like you install it into your computer and it's there. You just change the font to that. And
Yeah,
just set.
I just need to figure out how to import effects onto Premiere. That's something I haven't figured out yet. Because on the video that I watched, did you already figure it out? Do you know?
No, sorry. I'm just about to piss my pants.
Oh.
And I was just looking at the time and seeing if there's anything else I wanted to cover today.
We can kind of end off here unless you had something else.
I have two other things, but I think that's like a whole different podcast. It's not like a quick thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to save it for next podcast then?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay. But what was I gonna say? Damn, I pulled a U. I don't know what
it's right. It's because I for the last like 20-30 minutes, I've just been sitting here like doing this. Just trying not to
very quickly. I don't know how to add effects on there yet. The video that I sent you that shows how to do auto captions shows to add effects, but when I go to effects, there's nothing there, so I need to download.
Shit, I don't even know where the effects tabs is.
Oh really?
Yeah. I tried for 10 minutes and I was like, I'm not doing this. And then that's when I exported it into DaVinci.
If you want, I can show you a bunch of stuff after we're done. But
okay, sounds good. Well, in that case, thank you guys for joining this episode. Please like if you haven't already. If you're back, bro, come on. We're about to hit episode 100. If you watched at least one, if there's at least your second one coming through, just hit the subscribe button. You'll be back again, hearing us talk about whatever we want to talk about. So thank you guys for joining. See you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.